Ever wonder how those shiny Mercedes and rugged Pajeros appeared on Indian roads in the 90s, long before showrooms were a common sight? Well, it was a wild time, a story of jugaad loopholes and a changing India. Let's rewind the clock and see how India's richest got their hands on foreign wheels. The decade started in what we call the pre-liberalization era. From 1990 to the rules were as strict as they were in the 80s. The most popular method was the transfer of residence, or TR route. If an NRI returned to India after living abroad for at least 2 years, they could bring one car with them. Wealthy Indians would often collaborate with these returning NRIs, paying them to import a Mercedes, Toyota, or Nissan. The car would remain in the NRI's name for a few years before being officially sold. Another huge source was diplomatic cars. Foreign diplomats could import cars duty-free. After a couple of years, they would sell them to Indian businessmen. This is how so many iconic W124 Mercedes, Pajeros, and Toyota Crowns entered the country. Then, there were the industrialists. A select few companies with foreign exchange earnings could get special licenses to import cars, which were often used by the top bosses for their personal garages. And of course, there was the gray market. This was the Wild West of car imports. Cars were smuggled into ports, often disassembled and declared as spares or scrap metal, only to be reassembled in India. It was super risky. But this is how legendary vehicles like the Toyota Celica and even the Nissan Skyline first landed on our shores. But then, 1991 happened. India's economy opened up, and everything changed. This was phase 2. For the first time, wealthy Indians had legal, structured ways to buy foreign cars. By the mid-90s, global giants like Mercedes-Benz, Honda, Toyota, and Ford started setting up shop. You could now walk into a dealership and buy a brand new imported car. The duties were still massive, over 100%, but it was legal. The iconic Mercedes W124 was even assembled here from 1995. A major game changer was the special import license for people earning foreign exchange. If you were an NRI, an exporter, an artist, or a sportsman with overseas income, you could use your own foreign currency to import a car. This was a huge deal. No more loopholes needed. You could legally bring in your dream machine. Industrialists found another clever way through the EPCG scheme. This was designed to help exporters import machinery at a lower duty. Some cleverly used this route to bring in high-end sedans and SUVs, classifying them as company assets. Even with these new legal pads, the old TR route for returning NRAs remained incredibly popular. Why? Because the duties were much lower than commercial imports, and there were no complex homologation rules. This is how many legendary JDM cars like the Lexus LS400, Toyota Supra, and Nissan 300X made their way to India. And yes, the gray market continued to thrive. The smuggling routes from Dubai to Mumbai and Singapore to Chennai were buzzing. Cars were still being sneakily imported as used electronics or auto parts. This illegal channel brought in a flood of Toyota Land Cruisers, Nissan Patrols, and Mitsubishi Of course, the simplest way was to buy a car that was already in the country. HNIs would often purchase classics from old royal families, second-hand diplomatic cars, or cars previously imported by NRAs. The 90s weren't just about buying cars, it was a cultural shift. This decade created India's first modern luxury car culture. The Mercedes-Benz became the ultimate status symbol. The Pajero was the undisputed king of SUVs. The Lexus and Land Cruiser were the ultimate NRI imported dream. For the first time, Bollywood stars and industrialists openly flaunted their foreign cars, and the Indian middle class got to see these amazing machines on the roads, sparking aspirations for a new generation. The 90s truly set the stage for the luxury car explosion we see in India today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this. See you in the next one.